Hi ladies, so this is an update on how my hair is going. So I got my hair instant locked in May and it's only the beginning of July and already I have done some things. So I put braids on top of my locks because it's summertime and I am trying to rock with my itsy bitsy little locks, and it is not easy and it's too hot for wigs, and I just decided to my go-to style, which is just like box braids. So I realized what I did wrong the first time. Now the first time I did locks or braids on top of my locks, I did them wrong, and I didn't do that this time, and I want to explain why. So the first time I did it, I put, because my hair is instant locked, so the first time I did it, my hair wasn't instant locked, it was still in the starter lock phase, and I put yarn braids on top of my locks. I don't know if I've uploaded that video. If I didn't, I will, because I'm behind on uploading. I make the videos and then like I just don't upload them. So I'll show you that, but that's a fail. This might be a fail too, but that was definitely a fail. And the reason why was because I put braids on top of each individual lock that I had, and that I think was a big mistake, plus the fact that they were starters, I think was not the best idea. So I decided to do it again. And actually this is my second set, and I'm going to show you how this is my original set that I did. So I got my hair instant locked in May. I think at the beginning of June, I put these braids on top of my locks and I left them in for 2 weeks, and now I'm redoing it. So this is technically will be my third week of having locks on top of my braids. But I wanted to see how my hair was doing, how my locks were doing underneath the braids, because obviously, you know, I know I'm slowing my process by putting braids on top of my locks. I know that, and that's just going to be a sacrifice I'm making. It's summertime, and I just kind of want to be cute, and I'm just not feeling extremely cute with my mini locks. I mean, I can rock with them, and I'm enjoying them, but I kind of wanted to change, and I really wanted to try these, I don't know, boho braids. So I'm gonna show you that. Okay, so this braid is about 2 weeks old, and my locks are really short, and I'm going to show you how 2 weeks in that looks. Of course I looked to make sure I didn't cut any of my locks off, but my instant locks are like so itty bitty. They're like the size of Duracell batteries. Like double A Duracell batteries. I bet you if I pulled out a battery, I would show you exactly. You know what I'm about to do? I'm about to show y'all. I bet you that's the width. Oh, I said Duracell. We going with like these dollar store batteries, but I bet you these batteries is longer than my hair. I'm gonna show you because now I'm curious. My babies are so small and tiny. Oh man. Okay, so I'm going to show you how they look after 2 weeks. So I have noticed, I'm not even going to lie, they do feel a little crunchy. They do feel a little crunchy because obviously I'm not able to moisturize my locks as they have been underneath the synthetic, as well as if they were out. So they are crunchy. They feel crunchy. I'm not even gonna lie. So this is my lock right here, and this is the little dollar store battery that I use for all these remotes, and that's how long my hair is. Maybe about 1.5 lengths of this, but look at, that's how small my itsy bitsy locks are. That's all right though, because they're going to grow, and I'm rocking with her. I just need something different. Like this is all right for the winter time when I can wear scarves and stuff, but just like right now, I'm just not feeling it right now. But I will be keeping her out after I take these out. I'm going to let my locks be out for at least 2 weeks, and then I'm probably going to put braids in for another 2 weeks, and then, or 3 weeks, and then take those out. So I'm going to be doing a rotation of braids. So that is how that looks. You can't really see it, but it does feel a little crunchy. This time what I did do is, after I got my hair crocheted in, because I had enough new growth, I had my new growth crocheted in, and I had them twisted. So this time I've noticed, like right now, I want to separate it to make sure they're not marrying, and I untwisted it, which they haven't married. After 2 weeks, they're not going to marry together. And I just put those back in the original 2 plaits, and I am using this to like really saturate my hair. And the spray that I'm using is rosemary, this As I Am. Now when I had my locks out, I noticed my hair was doing really well with that aloe vera and water, and I love that. But right now I just think she needs a little bit more help, so I'm using this. I don't know if the aloe vera would probably be better. I don't know, but I'm using this right now. Then I'm going old school. I don't like using gel or anything, so I'm using this, and I'm taking a significant amount, and I'm just going around the little box and separate my little locks like that, and putting that on, and then putting that on, and then just twisting them back together. She has a little bit of moisture but she gonna be thirsty for the next 2 weeks, and literally 2 weeks is all I'm going to keep this stuff in. Okay, as for the hair, I am using this Braid Nation. I knew I wanted to do these again, and I got this color, which seems like it's a new color, but look at this. Isn't this pretty? I think that's pretty. And for the boho part, because I'm not spending, they're only going to stay in 2 weeks, I bought the synthetic of this, and this color is right there. You might have to, that's the color of it. I have no idea how long this is going to last, but it should last at least 2 weeks. I'm hoping 2 weeks. So you guys probably don't need a tutorial, but I'm going to do it anyways. So it comes on like a little whiff like this. Weft. I said whiff. It's probably weft. And I just cut that like one. And I find that separating it twice has been looking nicer for me. And I'll show you the ones that I didn't separate and how kind of chunky they look. And because I am such an amateur braider, like I've been braiding for a long time, but just because you've been braiding a long time doesn't mean that you're a professional. And I'm still amateur, and I've been braiding. My oldest daughter is 26, so I've been braiding her hair since she was like 3. So like maybe 20 years of experience of braiding, but my braiding is still bad. Doesn't mean I'm a great braider. It works. I don't have to go to a shop for it. I would never go to a shop to have my hair braided. Like, I just can't afford to. If I could afford to, I would. Maybe, I don't know. The prices I've been hearing lately, I probably would use that money on something else. Like, I could probably think of a bunch of stuff I'd rather use it on. Okay, so this is the hair. And I'm just taking a pinch out. I don't know why I'm making this tutorial, because honestly, I honestly feel that this might not be such a great idea to be putting braids on top of your locks. But like I said, it's summertime and I'm doing a lot. And honestly, I went down to Darien Lake or like Six Flags, depending on like where you're at. I'm here in, New York, and we have like, it's called like, we still call it Darien Lake. Like the old heads like me still call it Darien Lake. And I've been taking my kid to Darien Lake. And let me tell you, that water got in my hair, and I had my locks out, and I felt like screaming. Like the water and what's in it is so germy, even with the bleach. And then I smelled the bleach, and I'm like, okay, well, I smell the bleach and there's no algae in here, so maybe that's a good thing. But I went home and I was just like, my skin was cringing. I don't like public water. But I had my kid with me, and I don't want him to be a germaphobe like me, so I kind of like, as I'm doing stuff with him, because I hate doing it. But I'm a good mom, so I do it anyways. That I sacrifice. So that's my little itsy bitsy wormy here. And what I do is I have gotten these like clips. I got yellow clips because they're easier for me to see when they're on the floor, because my house is comfortably chaotic. My son is autistic, and when I get out of work, honestly, I don't be wanting to clean up every day. So having bright stuff helps with me picking stuff up quicker. What are you chewing on? God knows what that dog is chewing on. So I am not doing knotless because I don't know how, and I'm not trying to learn. Like, it's not that serious for me. So I'm just braiding that down a few rotations, and then I get my second piece, and right where I feel like my lock is ending, like I said, I have really short locks right now. I've been taking nice pictures though. They always say document your hair, and I have been. Like, I'm curious to see how the progression is going to be. Like, I'm enjoying the phase even though I'm not enjoying the phase. Does that make sense? Like, I am. Because my hair isn't going to be like this forever. Unless I die. But then if I die, then my hair will fall out. Obviously. So, yeah. Okay, and then I'm just braiding this down till I feel like past my little nub. I don't have all that fancy stuff for my phone. That's why I have like 5 subscribers. I gained a new subscriber. Thank you, whoever signed up for me. That makes me feel special. Okay. So, got it down like this. Now this hair, I am not going to lie, has tangled more than the other hair I used. The first time I did my hair, I used this one. This brand, this Model brand. And this brand did not tangle half as much as this other one did. But this was a new color that I didn't see in the model. So that's why I got it. But this hair, like, it tangles, like, even for synthetic. So I come down a little bit. And what I've been doing is, because I'm only putting 1 piece per braid. I'm not trying to get all fancy with it. And I put it behind. And then I braid it down a little bit. See how that's already tangling at the ends? All right, so I braid it down a little bit, and then I get 2 of these clips. And the pretty part right here, I take, and I just, ouch, clip her off. And then braid a little bit more. And then the other part, where is she? Here she is. This one here. Take the other clip. It's harder when I'm doing it in the camera versus in the mirror. And I just clip her there. So both of them, you can see, are kind of out the way. I don't know how these are supposed to go. I'm pretty sure professionals are like looking at me and cringing. Actually, really, no one's watching these videos, so no one's cringing. But if you are, just realize that I'm saving money by doing this myself. My rent just went up again. So I got to save as much money as I can. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm also probably going to have to learn how to do my own nails because money is getting seriously tight around here, and I can't afford to get my nails done and my hair retwisted. So something's going to have to be like sacrificed, and I don't think it's going to be my hair. I think I'm going to take these nails off and then put press-ons on. And I've been watching this great video with this woman that puts acrylic on her natural nails with the press-ons, and it looks like it's working, and that might have to be my go-to because it looks like I'll be able to maintain those and then still have the money, because otherwise I don't know like what bills I'm going to have to sacrifice, and I'm not trying to really sacrifice any bills to have my nails done. Like, it's just me. They look cute, but I mean, I feel like I'm cute without them. I was just doing something. I was doing extra right now. I've really never had my nails done. Last time I had my nails done, I was like getting married, and that was like 20 years ago. I was going through a phase where I was a newlywed and I had to have my nails done all the time. And then after that, after I got divorced, I was like, well, I'm not dating and I'm divorced, so like, what's the point? And this has only been recently within the past year where I'm just like, I need my nails done. And I've been dipping into my savings to get my nails done, and now my savings is like almost depleted, so we got to come up with a different plan. So as you can see, that is how I'm doing it now. I don't know how these bohos are supposed to go. Like, they're kind of, for me, like you see, like they're kind of poking out some. But I'm fine with that. Like, I think they look cute. I don't know how they're supposed to look, but for me, I feel like they look cute. Like, they're cute enough for me. And plus, I'm on an ego trip because I'm doing this myself. So in total, I bought 2 packs of that multicolored hair. That was $10 a pack, so that was $20. And then I bought this hair, which was like $13. So it's costing me $30 to do my hair in time. I don't know how long it's going to take me. Hopefully I'll be able to finish these braids by Thursday. I should be able to finish sooner than that, because I still have to do my aunt's hair. I'm going to put some lock sprinkles on her hair, because I locked up her hair. As I mentioned before, like, I'm a caregiver for my aunt, and I used to do braids for her. In fact, before I locked her up and locked myself up, I would do our braids like all the time. And it got to the point within 3 years, like, her hair went from like this to like down here, and I was like, I can't, it's just taking too long. It was like 8 hours every time I would go and re-braid all her hair. When I mean re-braided, I mean like add synthetic or add yarn, mainly yarn with her, because it was easier and it was lighter for her because she's older. But it was taking like 8 hours, and I was like, this is just too much time to spend just doing your hair. So I asked her if I could cut her hair, and she said okay, and I cut her hair and I started her locks, which, mind you, her hair has only been locked for a year and it looks so pretty. Like, I think my hair would have looked as nice if I would have stuck with one particular. I just wasn't happy with my locks, and I've had them redone like 3. This will be my 4th time having them redone, and this time I'm happy. Although I'm not even going to lie, I have 134 locks, and I've been actually thinking about getting them smaller, but I'm really trying to resist that compulsion or that urge to go smaller, because I really think 134 locks is good enough for me. I think really that's my sweet spot. I wanted 150, and my stylist was able to give me 135 instant locks, and I'm really just trying to be content with that. Sometimes being content is a hard thing for me. Like, I have ADHD and I'm always on the run. My brain is always thinking in like hyperdrive. I'm like ahead of everybody else when it comes to thinking. I'm like so far down the line, and I just need to live and let live. And everyone's told me to just chill, and it's so much easier being said than done. Like, just chill. It's not easy for me. So I'm really trying to just chill. And I also think that having these braids helps me with my compulsion to do stuff, especially with my hair, because like I said, these were in 2 weeks. But you know, with your hair being locked, you shouldn't be leaving them in longer. So I did show you how those look, and then so far this is how this boho is looking. These braids, I like it. Like, I like it for 2 weeks. I know I'm gonna like this for like 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna want to take them out. But when I take them out, I said I'm going to wear my natural hair, and I'm going to rock with that for at least 2 weeks. But then I know I'm going to be putting these right back in, and I might do boho depending on how this holds up. I might do boho again. So that's my plan with these locks and with my ADHD and like how everything's working. I believe that's going to be my schedule, getting my locks, wearing bohos for at least 2 weeks, and then, or 3 weeks, and then like wearing my hair out for 2 weeks, or trying to get my hair, so after I get a retwist, let me start over. After I get a retwist, let my hair chill for like in between 2 and 3 weeks, then put braids on top of it for at least 2 or 3 weeks, and then by the time it's time for me to get a retwist, which will be like 7 weeks ish, start the process over again. In my head it sounds nice, but I don't know. If I could push it off further, I would, but I don't want to push it off further with me having braids in my hair. Does that make sense? It makes sense as I'm saying it, but when I watch this video, I'm probably going to be like, that don't make any sense. So that's how these are looking. Like I said, the braids on top of the locks, I'm not going to lie, my hair, it was feeling a little crunchy. I'm also trying to resist the urge to re-dye my hair, because I want healthier hair. Not saying that bleached hair isn't healthy, but for me, especially with what I plan on doing, which is wearing braids on top of locks, having bleached hair I think is just going to compromise my hair. Plus I'm putting braids on top of it, which means less moisture to my locks, which means more problems down the line. So I'm really trying to resist doing that while I'm going to be doing this braid thing. So that is my video. I hope I was able to entertain you, and I will upload the other videos. They won't be in sequence, but yeah, that's where I'm going with this. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. You don't have to subscribe. I'm not getting paid by YouTube. I'm not trying to get paid by YouTube. And honestly, the less subscribers, the less responsibility I have to upload the videos constantly. So I don't mind. But thanks to my 5 viewers that are watching. Bye.